Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pre-Diabetes Informational Series. I'm Maureen Lake, and I'll be your host these next 5 days, talking about pre-diabetes and what we can do to heal ourselves from it. I'm a health coach and a mindfulness coach, and I work with women in this area and have a personal affinity towards it as well. My mom was a diabetic and unfortunately died from complications, and now my husband is type 2. And if you're like me, you're on the cusp of being pre-diabetic as well. So let's get together on this journey and hope for new beginnings. One of the first things I wanted to briefly touch on today is some of the symptoms of pre-diabetes, or I should say warning signs. I'd like to briefly just discuss some of the symptoms of prediabetes. And if you're like me, I was stunned to hear and understand that if you have frequent UTIs, like I do, that can be a symptom of prediabetes. It's something about our white blood cells not being able to move as quickly to fight infection, which is part of an indicator of having too much glucose in your blood. Number 2 is yeast infections. Are you someone that suffers from chronic yeast infections? That vaginal itching that occurs especially at night? Well, yeast is another symptom of higher blood glucose levels. So if you do suffer from these, just get them checked out at your doctor. The third major symptom is OCPD. Now, if you suffer from this painful disease, unfortunately, without the proper care and nutrition, it can lead to type 2 diabetes. So please be aware of that and get yourself on a program that will not only nourish your body from the disease that you have, but also prevent you from getting type 2. The fourth major symptom is obesity. And is it any wonder that diabesity is now a new term being used throughout the country? 1 out of 3 people in our country are pre-diabetic and don't even know it. That's a pretty incredible number. 7 million people this time next year will have been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. One of the main reasons why this is happening in our country is because people are gaining too much weight. And why is that? Simply the foods that we're eating. Tomorrow we'll get into more of why that is, but just know that being overweight is one of the main indicators of being pre-diabetic. And then finally, there's genetics, right? Not a whole lot we can do about that except maybe blame our parents. But unfortunately, there isn't much we can do about that. But the good news is only about 10 to 15% of people that have a genetic predisposition actually will get the disease if they take care of themselves. So I just want to thank you again for joining me on this venture this week. We've got a lot to cover, a lot of strategies, and wonderful ways to get healthy together. I'm on this journey, and I'm glad that you've joined me as well. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.